Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to another edition of Final Fantasy I Randomizer Co-op 2020 Tournament. I am Sir Linkalot, and I am joined by Dwight in the booth today. How are you doing?
Well, I am hanging in there tonight, Sir Linkalot, and what a night we have. Game 3 between Clever Team Name and Last Minute Chaos. This is going to be a wild one.
Yep, everybody, go ahead, strap yourselves in. I'm going to paint you a quick picture, and we'll let them get going. Last race was last night for these two teams, and if you didn't watch it, you definitely should. But there was a very nice finish where you got to see Chaos literally on all four screens at the same time, and they were all dying at the same time. It was a 8-second race, so we'll see if it's just as close this time. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let them go. And we'll get started.
That sounds fantastic, Linkalot. Drop that gate. We got Fighter Rainbow strategy, so Fighter Red Mage, White Mage, Black Mage on all four runner screens tonight. So we will see what the seed has in store.
Yep, just gave the team heads up. I'm going to drop the gate in about 25 seconds now. Just to make sure they're paying attention, not just dropping on them and be like, hey, 10 seconds, oh, we're supposed to be going now. All right. And we should be off. A little bit of a delay after that, but they should be getting moving here in just a second now.
And my heart's racing already tonight. I don't know if I can call a four Chaos screens, Linkalot. I don't know.
Yeah, after my race earlier, yeah, I'm of the same. I think my heart took a vacation, as I have yet to feel it since the end of that race. Alright, and we are off. Dwarf Cave at Canaria Castle. We got Silver Dagger. Fog 2. White Magic got Harm 3 and Heal. Nothing to write home about. They're all kind of White Lock too, so. But level 1 Black Magic on the other hand, we have Nuke, Brack, and Lock.
Whew, level 1 Black Magic is stacked. We got some pretty good armor at the armor shop too. Gloves +5, iron armor +4. Not too bad. And I lied to Chad about the parties. It looks like Sonny Wrath has brought along a thief instead of a red mage.
Yeah, that nice Falcon 5, or Falchion 5. That's a nice weapon to start out with. And yeah, we had nice armor, not quite money for it, but maybe we'll see them kind of come back when we have a little bit more money. Because that iron armor and those gloves especially is got a nice little defense in the beginning. And there's our item from our vendors. We got an herb for 8,100 gold.
Ganon's gone wild up on the top right there, deciding that that Fog 2 sword's not going to be needed to finish the game and is using that instead to get an early boost of money. I have to say I like plays like this. How do you feel, Linkalot?
I like plays like this, and it would have been even better if he would have actually just double-checked in that item shop, because it actually gave enough money to grab that item, but unfortunately now he's not going to have that. But on the other hand, Sonny doing the same thing, probably knows about that herb, is going to save and do kind of one of these neat little, and not a glitch, but something you can do with co-op where you can buy the item, wait for your teammate to get it, and then reset and keep all the money, but you keep the item as well.
Looks like we're seeing some communication on Fryteeth. Looks like Fryteeth is going to do it. He saw the herb, and he's going to sell the Fog 2, which is the defense sword in this game, and he's going to go save and then buy the herb. We're seeing that down on the bottom right as well. Smart.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you find like Elf Castle and it ends up being deep, and then you have to come back because you haven't found the herb. Both teams with that now.
Looks like all the teams are going to sell that Fog 2 sword. Like I said, I like it.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame either one of the teams doing that. It's not a weapon you can equip right now, and Fog 2 is a nice spell, but usually it's not going to be a difference maker in Topher or something like that.
Yeah, and all this early game armor in Canaria Shop has rolled really nicely. It's going to be lots of absorb. Those little numbers next to the equipment actually increase the stats of those equipment if there's, not a minus in front.
Yeah, especially when something, like the iron armor rolled, 4 or 5. That's an extra, 10 or 8 to 10 points to the absorb, which makes it better than steel armor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But looking at we saw some houses there, they actually rolled more expensive than vanilla at 3,200.
Cabins are nice and cheap, though, so that'll help us with our early exploration, being able to save if we can dip into a quick dungeon or something, so that's nice.
I think that's one of the hardest parts about this is when you see those save items and they all roll expensive and you have none to begin with and you're still trying to explore and see. We get gold bracelets. Those are some expensive gold bracelets for 37,000.
Again, it's gone wild finding Crescent Lake. I didn't see what entrance he popped into, but that's another nice find. Gives us a nice little check on an item here. Yeah. Life 2 at level 6 as well. Also a nice find.
Yeah, and we found Carrie as well. It looks like either Elf Castle or Elfland. Probably not going to see anybody go try to kill Carrie, but it's got an incentive item if you can get past the 2 trap tiles.
Oof, I missed what Ganon's Gone Wild picked up. Let's see what they got. We'll see it in red text along the line of Fry Teeth here in a bit.
Yeah, and Crescent Lake was at Temple of Fiends. It was the Ruby, it looks like.
Ooh, I'm hoping we get some required Titans wormhole. I always like those runs.
And Darkmoon having some issue with the turnover, not able to get away from these lobsters. Fry Teeth was able to, from both encounters, gets that slab. Oh.
Ooh, Darkmoon made it through. Black Mage coming in big. I think we were talking a little bit earlier before the match that those Black Mages having those good run chance really showing up there for Darkmoon.
Yep, helped get that slab, and you're gonna see Darkmoon wait till Sonny gets the slab like there, and probably gonna see a reset at this point because you're probably not getting out. And Elfland looks like it's at Elf Castle, which this is very nice to see early on. We get Lit 2 and Temper at level 3.
Ooh, level 3 Temper is, you want it at level 1, maybe not in this seed, but level 3 is a good level to see that at.
Especially when it shares with Lit 2, but when you got level 1 Nuke, you're probably not using Lightning 2 that much, if at all, so it's really not sharing with anything. See if anything good. Looks like Wall. It's about the only good spell we've got for that Red Mage that could share some casts, but that's about it. We did find Titan's Tunnel as well, it looks like. I missed what the incentive was there. Not going to check for the wormhole, so is that Provoca?
I think Ganon wants to save maybe before they check the wormhole, but I did not see the incentive there as well.
I actually haven't seen anything pop up. That might have been one of our dud locations, maybe. We got some Cake, Quad X, Ice, and Rub at level 4 black. That Quad X is expensive, though.
I guess I'm a little unfamiliar, Link a lot. Go ahead and explain to us what exactly a dud location is.
So, if you watch the spring tournament, it was more we had loose items. The dud locations where there are actually no items that are loose. There are going to be 3 locations in this seed where it's an incentive location, but it ends up not being anything that we want. It might just be gold, might just be, some item that's trash. Just nothing we actually really want. Oh, well, sadly we found both ends of Titan's Tunnel.
Yep, and that would explain why Ganon's Gone Wild didn't check it, because he probably already knew that the other end was just Matoya's Cave. Yep. And you are correct, it was a dud. Wear Sword +4 is not a bad little pickup.
No, definitely not. It's definitely better than the Felshin. When we get the Sky Star, which we get our canoe, so that's going to open up a couple locations for us. I believe 3 actually. It opens up Ordeals, Ice, and Volcano. So we do have a question in chat of how does this handle co-op? So how this handles co-op is there is a script that is ran with the emulator that's being used here, and basically when an item gets picked up, it sends it to the team that you've joined it on, or joined on, and it passes that to your teammate. And kind of the server, is handling the items. That's how you can kind of reset and keep these items and not have to go back for it if you wipe or anything of that nature. We've got Matoya's Cave as well.
Darkmoon finds an earth floor below the Sky Star. He is nuking his way through some green ogres there. What will he find underneath here? He finds marsh.
Looks like Dwarves Cave is Gaia.
Lock 2 at level 7. You might see some of the runners stop and pick that up. Lower those evasions and those highly clamped fiends at the end there.
Yeah, definitely.
Steel plus 4 on the cheap. That's real nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, now there is a very nice armor. Realistically, you could actually use that as your endgame armor without any issues. It doesn't have resistances like some of the other armor, but rolling 4 loses some of that evade penalty you get, and it has so much absorb at this point.
Yep, and you're hoping to take care of your resistance issues with a ribbon anyway, so you're absolutely correct. It's not what you'd love, but it can work in a pinch.
All right, so Ganon's Gone Wild at Titan's Tunnel East. We found our cube block. Ooh, and that is a spell you do not want to see at level 8. We found Invis 2.
Oof, evasion is going to be limited unless we find a magic casting item that does Invis 2, which is not guaranteed like it is normally.
Yep, item magic is shuffled, so there is no guarantee we're going to see Invis 2, Ruse, anything like that. Earth Cave's got Temple of Fiends, so we're going to definitely be seeing this again, but Ganon's Gone Wild is going to save Princess Sarah, and we'll have to find out where Canary Castle is now.
Did you see Ruse at the first 3 levels of White Magic?
Well, we haven't seen Provoca yet, so who knows? It was not in level 3, though, or level 1, so... But I'm pretty sure we have yet to actually see Ruse.
That's good. We're real hoping we can see maybe get Ruse on a night. It would be super game-breaking.
Darkmoon trying to make his way through Ice to the incentive. Not really checking any of the boxes, doesn't care about any of these. Might come back in and check these later, but right now you're just worried about this chest right here. Find some Perilous.
This is not a bad little fight for some early game EXP, but I don't think Darkmoon is going to make it out. He might, though.
Yeah, definitely one of those things that wouldn't mind coming back, especially if this was early. There's that cube, which I don't believe that Clever Team Name has actually found that cube block yet. So when they actually find it, they'll be able to check it compared to Last Minute Chaos. They're going to have to go back and dive that.
Correct, yeah. Definitely a little bit of a... one of the things that Darkmoon and Sonny have, Clever Team Name has consistently done throughout this series is they've really focused the early game on exploration. They check all the entrances, try to find as many of the incentive locations to accelerate their progression as possible, and that strategy has served them well.
Like 5 vampires, that is scary when you're at low level, because chances are they're going to hit you. They will hit you very hard.
But one nuke takes them all down in a stack of levels on Darkmoons and Mages. Let's hope he can maybe somehow make it out.
Yeah, it almost feels like he's not so much worried about that right now. It's just kind of, like you said, that focus on exploration at the moment. It's almost one of those things when you're focusing on exploration, you want to find those towns as quickly as possible and hope you find like a low level, warp or exit, something like that. So, you know, when you get into these dungeons, if something bad happens and you've got that caster, you can just kind of get yourself out and like, at least save what you find.
And we have not seen exit yet, so there's still a chance that we could see exit at level 2 in Provoka. I don't think we have seen Melmond, so it could be in level 5 as well.
Yep, haven't seen Melmond either.
Ganon's Gone Wild headed up the river system. Looks like he's headed towards the Crescent Lake entrance. I don't know if we've seen that yet.
Nope, I believe this is the first we're going to see of these kind of 3 entrances. Like I said, we'll see Crescent first.
Ooh, this is a good floor to have right away. There's a lot of boxes in the armory floor in Volcano.
Yep. And I believe that's actually our first Orblet, if I'm not mistaken, of all the runners as well. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I have yet to see any. Not a bad sword. We got an Ice 1 sword.
It's not too bad. Ganon's Gone Wild is saving his dessert for last and checking all the hard-to-get-to boxes first. I appreciate that. Dark Moon has found Lich with level 1 nuke. This might be doable. Oh, he resets that anyway.
I think it was because some of his party had actually been dead already, so he wants that entire party up first. So he's gonna maybe try to get some levels here off the vampires, but gonna need some good turn order. These vampires kind of rolled kind of tanky. We saw that. Harm 3 for 202 didn't knock him down, but it looks like Nuke is gonna kind of clean everything up. Sadly, that red mage is eating dirt.
I like that strategy by Dark Moon, though. Dip in there, you got the AoEs, hope you get good, decent turn order, maybe only one character goes down, and you get, he gained 4 or 5 levels there in that one fight alone.
Looks like we've been finding quite a few Orblets, too. It looks like Jay Shidell keeping us honest that Ganon's Gone Wild did have an Orblet already going in, but we're up to 5 Orblets on Ganon's Gone Wild side, so it looks like we found 4 on the armory floor.
Whew, armory floor is loaded.
These Cerberus, though, they're not really liking. It's like Lit 2 and Sleep. It's like if Lit 2 doesn't finish you off, we'll just put you to sleep first so you can just take all the light.
And Dark Moon, just with those vampires, has got some nice early levels. That should really help him out as now he can kind of dual explore and maybe keep some of what he's exploring the first time around, so that's super helpful.
I wonder where he is. Looks like he's off to Canaria to, I'm guessing, at least resurrect person, probably grab some maybe houses as well to maybe go back to that grind.
Up on last minute chaos side, Ganon's Gone Wild finds Elfland Castle, I think, beyond the armory floor and picks up the chime. So that will open up that chime entrance once we can get over there, because I do not believe there's a dock over by the chime in these flags. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Nope, you are correct. Northern progression is not turned on in this case. So you need an airship to basically get anywhere other than Ordeals. They can get to Ordeals if they want, and I believe that's actually where Sonny's off to right now, is Ordeals.
I like this play by Clever Team Name as well. I really like, if I can route it in, reasonably, to go check that Ordeals entrance in the boat, because it's a lot shorter of a walk to get to Ordeals via boat than it is with airship. You gotta walk a lot further.
Yeah, I feel if you can find a way to kind of route this in, and counter map your way to the dock, it's a lot less. Maybe about the same time, maybe a little bit more. And Ordeals is actually vanilla. Time to go through the maze of pillars. No warp, so make a mistake, who knows?
I think warp was level 6. I thought I saw it on the screen somewhere, but definitely not going to have a lot of charges of it at this point if you're Sony Wrath.
Gonna say, I do not blame Sonny for taking this fight. You get a strike first against 3 Zombols, and you've got, I saw Harm 4, you've got Nuke. It's not a lot of experience, but, at this point, every little bit helps to try to, when you're making those deep dives, you can keep those levels or keep those items you're finding instead of taking.
I know, and Sonny, one of his characters is level 15. Wow, I guess maybe, there's so much going on, but that's blazing speed. Those are great levels for this point in the run.
Yes, no, not even 18 minutes in. Definitely.
I'm just going to explain a little bit. Warp would have been really important here because these pillars are actually randomized in the randomizer. So Sonny actually doesn't know the path to get through this Ordeal's Pillars maze beforehand. And so if you have the spell Warp, if you take the wrong pillar, and you'll know it's wrong if you end up at a spot that you've already been to before, you could actually cast a Warp spell and go back. And that's why it would be beneficial to have it. But in this case, Sonny's going to have to do things the old-fashioned way.
And while we were kind of going through that pillar maze, I'm not sure where. It's probably either Ice Cave or Volcano. We found Provoca. And there's a loot.
Not the floater you were looking for, but you need it, so you'll take it. We're hoping to see exit here.
That is not what you want to see for level 2 magic, though. So that Knight really doesn't have great magic at all. Fire 3, kind of the only thing. I guess Stop's not a terrible spell to have, but really level 2 magic is kind of not that great.
Yeah, all that white magic must be loaded over at Melmond. So, because I think we've seen most of the other shops. I don't think we've seen the level 7 shop in Honorac. Sonny is getting given the business by these lobsters, and he wipes. So, but he knows the path, so he'll be able to go back in and get up there quicker. I don't see what the lobsters had to wipe him, but he didn't lose a lot. He lost that Zomvol fight, but that's it. A little bit of time.
I don't think they had anything actually special. It was just lobsters doing lobster things and hitting for 100 plus because you have no armor.
That's fair. Dark Moon gives Garland the business, but I don't think we've seen Conaria Castle yet.
No, we have not. I think there's really only kind of maybe one more entrance, actually. If that, or Floater might actually be here in Ordeals, potentially.
If the Floater is here in Ordeals, and Gana's Gall and Fryteeth decide that entrance is too far out of the way for them to check early, that could be a little bit of an advantage for Sonny and Dark Moon.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those big things in a race. You want to be the first one in the air because you move around so much faster. You don't have to worry about encounters while you're moving around the overworld. Helps so much.
Look at that veteran move by Sonny Wrath. He put that thief at the top for that fight with those lobsters to increase his opportunity at not getting ambushed again. Maybe he got ambushed last time and that's why he got beat up. Nice play.
Yeah. Oh, I just noticed that about Cerberus. I didn't notice that the first time. Those Cerberuses that have all that kind of sleep, and in this case they're getting nuked, it looks like, so that's not gonna... Oh, they've got high health. Not high enough for 2 nukes, I'm guessing. But they're unrunnable as well.
Oof, that's gonna be... That could be tough come... Because you could run into those Cerberuses in multiple locations. And Sonny finds the bottle in the Ordeals, and he decides to step on that trap tile, and it is Waters. And they have Poison Touch.
Not even so much worried about the Poison Touch, I'm more worried of the fact that, they're hitting for a
the
lot.
rod block behind cube block.
Ouch. And in this case, I don't think it's even possible that we could have found the rod, so... This is an incentive, though. Vampire is guarding something.
He could be guarding the rod. Now, this is a good point. Dark Moon probably told Sonny that he found the rod block. Does Dark Moon wait a little bit for Sonny to turn in the bottle because it could be the rod and they could go one deeper?
I almost would, because either you're going to find Like, I think at this point, with what we've seen, we either have to see the rod here, in which case then it'll be something further down, or we'll see the floater as well.
Because this is interesting. I don't think I've seen this yet in any of the races that I've called, where you might want to wait for your person to do a turn in. That's an interesting point here.
Yeah, I know of like a couple of practices that I've done with Thunder. It's happened a couple of times where I think he got to Matoya just as I find Canary Castle. He's about to leave. I'm like, hold on, I just found Canary Castle. Let me turn these in. And one of the times it was actually the crystal, so it paid off. But it's a tail. So I think that bottle we found in Ordeals, that might be the play. And Dark Moon's just kind of waiting, since this is a deep dungeon. He doesn't want to run out, just going to wait to get that tail and just reset out.
Yep, just go ahead and reset out. I did forget the entrance that Gaia was at, so let's look here.
Let me see, I can check on that. Not actually sure, it looks like.
I had thought we saw Gaia. Am I wrong? Am I seeing things?
No, we definitely saw a guy. Maybe it's here at Dwarf? Yes, Dwarf Cave. There we go. Yeah, that's right, because we had, I forget exactly who it was, but they did check the level 8 magic here. That's where we saw the Invis too.
Yeah, I think it was Sawney side. We saw him check the level 8 magic and see that Invis 2 was there. Ooh, and these Cerberuses are nasty.
So not only do they have sleep and lit 2, let's give them frost as well. Because, fire dogs deserve to have ice. Wait, did I? Okay, our tracker static pulse, I missed this. But arachnids have blaze with trance.
Oh no. I would not be wanting to hang out on any earth floors today.
I don't think they're going to want me rolling seats for them anymore.
I mean, you did give them level 1 nuke.
You're right. Let's see what the bottle turns into. Oxale, which I don't believe we've seen on rack yet.
We have not, and so Darkmoon not waiting to go do that ends up paying off. So that's a good play that they went with.
Oh, that's where we found those arachnids. They're guarding the waterfall, which we haven't seen. So I think this is our floater. So you have to get past Blaze Arachnids, which Nuke is definitely going to do that.
You just have to get turn order, though. Those Arachnids can show up in 9-packs, I think.
Yes, they can. Yep, there's the floater.
So last minute chaos is going to be likely our first runners in the air, and Candace Gone Wild immediately resets on what he is doing, because he is going to go get in the sky.
Yeah, and I don't blame Fryteeth for just waiting. It's like you've got Blaze Arachnids, you want to check these 6 chests, you don't want to get into an encounter with the floater waiting there. Now we're going to check some chests. A lot of money and a house. 1 chest left when that robot gets out of the way for us, and an orblet. Oh, and the Arachnids got the ambush, so might not be carrying that orblet out. We'll see what happens, though. It looks like we're getting flash first.
Darkmoon finds Provoca as well, and he is going to get a whammy on magic. I guess Fire 3 is, you'll take it, but it's not going to be as effective when you got Nuke. It can help you save Nuke charges if you find enemies that are weak to Fire 3, so that's at least good. I did not catch, did you happen to see which entrance was Waterfall?
I did not, so we're going to find out, whenever Fryteeth either, hopefully doesn't wipe. It's getting quite a few levels in here as well. Which, from the looks of it, does need sitting at, 9 and 11. But Cannon's Gone Wild is the first of our runners into the air.
And the longer this timer ticks with Team Last Minute Chaos in the sky, the further and further ahead they're going to get. up on Sonny Wrath's side, chat point Jay Scheidel, one of our trackers, pointing out that Sonny is in the waterfall. He just has to make it there. I think his levels are looking okay though, so he's got a good chance of doing that.
Yeah, that plus, that thief, so that, if those arachnids like ambushing, that thief should hopefully kind of prevent that from happening a little bit.
Cannon's Gone Wild finds Bahamut and Gaia, but I don't know if they have the tail. I don't think they went down to that. That tail was behind that cube block, and they haven't found the cube yet.
Yep, they're still missing that cube, which was found in the ice cave. I think they found Ice Cave, but they kind of bailed out on it because of the levels at the point, which I don't blame them whatsoever. Ice Cave is a scary place, randomized or not.
Absolutely, but Dark Moon, that early promotion could help, especially Sonny Wrath. Sonny Wrath's party is the one that's the most in need of the promotion.
Yep. I mean, haven't found a katana yet, but yeah, if you have a katana, you're just kind of itching for it. And there's that floater. Dark Moon's already at the desert waiting.
He is at the desert waiting to get to this guy. I love it.
I think between the two of them, the communication, like, this is the last location. If floater has to be here, just go for the desert.
I mean, they're saying that, and it was a high probability of it being a floater, but that waterfall could have been Trolly and given him the rod.
That would have been terrible. I would have felt bad if I rolled the seed like that. Ooh, Guard Sentry Unrunnable pack.
It's not as bad when you got level 1 nuke, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, those sentries hit hard, and they usually roll with a lot of health, especially when they're clamped, like they are.
Cannon's Gone Wild finds Marsh Bottom, it looks like at the waterfall entrance.
Got mermaids on Dark Moon's side. A Heal 2 shirt, that you're not going to say no to.
No. It kind of rolled a little low on the defense, but...
And when they find Bahamut, which we know where it is, it's better than what they have right now, which is absolutely nothing.
Yep, and we know that Dark Moon will find Bahamut soon, and he'll be able to promote because it's at that Gaia entrance. So, and he'll make his way up there soon, I would imagine. But yeah, the resistances, we don't know if that's the white or the black shirt yet, but the resistances those provide are also going to be helpful should we be short on ribbons. We find a Cure 2 shirt -5.
Well, one of those is black, one of those is white, and hopefully, that Cure 2 is not the one that you want to kind of keep.
We'll take the defense right now, though. We'll be looking to replace those at the end, but we'll take the defense and the resistances for now. Because even at the -5, losing 10 is still a silver Cheerio, so it's better than nothing.
Definitely. And we've got those gold bracelets we did find. And they were expensive, but we're kind of getting that point where we've been doing quite a bit of fighting. We've got some gold. Oh, and we found the key in Marsh, it looks like. I missed that one.
It's going to be a big pickup once we find Corneria Castle, which we will be able to find, because we got the airboat now.
Yeah, it makes Canaria Castle so lucrative. There's 3 incentive locations there now.
Not to mention 5 other boxes for free that you just get to open and reap the rewards.
And I think one of the important things to note as well, finding loot and the key at this point, technically, unless you need to, in this case, promote for spells or something like that, and depending where all the orblets and everything are locked behind, and if you can find enough, technically at this point, you just need to find your orblets to, be able to go to Topher and finish it.
Right, you are. It's technically, if you had enough, you're in Orblet mode. All you need left is Orblet and enough levels to kill Chaos.
Which, that's going to be the interesting thing, because like we've kind of seen, the defensive spells, Invis 2 rolled as high as it did, so if we don't find, anything with Invis 2, who knows, maybe that Fog 2 sword that they threw away or sold earlier to grab that herb, maybe they might come back to bite them a little bit, because maybe that's the...
Dark Moon finds Carnaria Castle, and the Titans West entrance. He does not have the key yet, though, so he can't check the boxes there.
Nope. And oh yeah, seeing white magic. We see life 2, heal 3, fog 2, and invis 1, world level 6. So I don't believe we've seen Ruse, which means I'm pretty sure Ruse has to be at Melman in level 5 now.
Let's hope that's in a slot that Red Mage can learn it.
Yep, 1 or 2. Assuming they get the tail.
Sonny picks up the crown from the Adamant turn-in. Darkmoon, I believe, is at the entrance where Marsh is going to be found. Oh no, he finds... Oh, that's right, he's in the Gaia entrance. He finds Bahamut. We'll probably see... He's probably ecstatic to find this.
Yeah, and almost say it's, yeah, I feel like Sonny's going to be making a beeline right for that. It's like, yep, give me promotion. I have a ninja now. I'm happy.
Well, they're right at the perfect levels to be promoting. Darkmoon's wise move here. Gonna find out which one's the white, which one's the black. Gets it the first try. And Darkmoon's right around 15, so he's gonna get his charges on his night soon. We didn't get the magic we're looking for on that night, but we'll take any resources we have. These runners are gonna make use of.
Cardia treasure. We got an orb, but that was kind of the important thing out of there. Everything else really you don't need too much. Thinking about this, I believe we've seen most of the armor shops except for Melman. I don't remember seeing Pro Rings anywhere. So Pro Rings might also be Melman.
Melmond is going to be one of the richest towns to find these days. Ooh, Wraiths have Blaze. Or Blizzard, excuse me, and they take Darkmoon down to only the Black Mage. Can he make it out with that promo? He does!
It was nice.
Nice moves with the heal pots, and the Black Mage barely makes it out. Darkmoon's probably going to head back to maybe an early town he found. Get those mages, get his team, Light Warriors, back on their feet.
Yep, in Sarda, we found the bottom of Marsh split with the Opal bracelet.
It's almost 35 minutes, and these runners have almost found every key item in the game so far. What speed? Whew.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes it's hard to really tell in co-op, like, who's ahead. And I want to say, as far as, like, Orblets, I want to say Last Minute Chaos is a little bit ahead when it comes to Orblets. But as far as, like, exploration, key items, things of that nature, Clever Team Name definitely has the lead right now when it comes to exploration and key items.
Definitely, but that not having that key on Clever Team Name is definitely the big difference too, because Ganon and Fryeteeth are basically only looking for maybe the tail as far as key items. That's the big one they're looking for. And here we find Melman.
Yep, there is Exit with Ruse. Thankfully, Ruse is Red Wizard learnable. Would have been Red Mage learnable as well.
That's good. We might be seeing some Red Mages taking down Chaos, standing tall today.
Yeah, Red Mages, White Mages, something. We might be seeing some irregular strategies that you normally don't see because of how the magic roll.
And I hate to say this, that puts a little extra pressure on maybe finding that Vorpal. Because the Vorpal and the Master are the two best swords that the Red Mage can equip.
And I completely spaced this out. There's our Pro Rings, but there was still one critical black magic spell we were missing. We hadn't seen Fast yet, which was also in Melman.
Right you are, Linkalot. Good eye there. Good eye.
I want to keep an eye on Fryeteeth right now, because I'm pretty sure this is a trap tile that he's at. And those are Iron Gold.
Iron Gold! Gonna get a stack of experience here from Iron Goals. Puts him up to level 18. Ooh, that's in the Marsh Cave, in the Marsh Bottom. That's a nice tile.
Yeah, especially once you get like those exit or warp charges, and you can just not have to worry about potentially wiping, because Marsh Cave can do Marsh Cave things regardless of what level you are. And depending how deep it is as well. But I almost feel like that's kind of the place to grind once you have those exit charges. Come in here, burn all your nuke charges, go up house, do it again if you need those levels, which I feel like, we're going to need to see some levels on this run.
Ganon's Gone Wild finds a Vorpal -2.
Don't like seeing it roll -2, but you are never going to say no to a Vorpal.
Especially when, I mean, like we said, I don't know if Ganon's Gone Wild has found Melman yet, but we know that Ruse is at level 5 and it's Red Wizard learnable. The Knight's not going to have that. We're not going to have very many charges of Invis 2. So we might need that Red Mage to pick up that Vorpal and get some work done.
It'll be interesting to see how Sonny adapts to that, not having a Red Mage or Red Wizard. You might have to go with the White Mage or White Wizard strats with, hopefully, you find a Masa for that. If anything else kind of feels pretty bad.
Very true. Yep. Now we have not seen a Katana. If the Katana rolled real nice, that Ninja might be pulling some leverage, could give Sonny an advantage.
Apparently we did see a Katana somewhere, rolled +3.
Oh, Jay Shadow, our tracker, pointing out why he is the tracker. He saw a Katana +3. That's pretty good.
Spider Skyroom, okay. Maybe Spider Skyroom, we'll see. That is definitely something Sonny's gonna want.
Because that Ninja, remember, that Ninja's going to be able to cast Nuke. It's going to be able to cast Lock. It's going to be able to cast Temper. Those are all charges that could definitely help to get through a tough Topher that you have low resources.
Yeah, I mean, Katanas, they have that high crit rate. It's even if you just have a, Ninja and you don't buff it up, just, swinging that Katana sometimes, might net you 100, 200 damage just because of the hits and everything. Oh, and there's a Ribbon. Which I know we've seen this room. I don't believe Darkmoon checked it, though. We're trying to get a kill on Kraken, but we'll see. Maybe Brack the Kraken broke it into
pieces.
Which is probably a good thing, because I don't know if that was going to be able to go another round.
I don't know. That Kraken looked particularly punchy.
Yeah, one shot that night, I believe I saw, 11 hits for 400 plus damage, if I'm not mistaken. That Red Wizard definitely was not going to be surviving.
I gotta look at Darkmoon's menu there. It looks like he's got 7 shards after that Kraken kill. So they've been probably writing him down a little bit, but they need to. I think they're a little bit behind Ganon's Gone Wild and Fry Teeth in shard count.
Well, let's see. I guess we're getting kind of a little bit of updates. What we can see might actually be about tied from what I can see, because we got Sonny at 5. We'll see if we can get a pause menu on the other.
Ooh, Ganon's Gone Wild got 7. I caught it. He has 7. Sonny has 6. Oh man, we're looking neck and neck, Link. I like this.
Yeah, the big thing we're kind of missing right now on Clever Team Name is that key. Because it would not surprise me that once we see that key to kind of see, and turn on the jets at that point, just looking for that little bit that they need.
I just don't think they've dug that marsh bottom out yet. That's all I'm thinking.
Yep, I think that's the only... We still need to see them go there.
Darkmoon finds Onrak, which is nice, because that's a way he can revive some team. Some things. Is this our first look at Onrak, or it's my first look at it?
I want to say we've seen Onrak already on Last Minute Chaos side, but they did not have the Oxale that Clever Team Name does, so they'll actually be able to go ahead and look at this and see what's, locked behind Oxale.
It could be, Clever Team Name too, if they find a Massa +5 or something back here, that could be a huge advantage. Darkmoon gonna give us, look, it's the Bridge of Destiny behind the Oxale. I don't know if Darkmoon's got the levels to beat Warmech at this point. So he's going to note where that's at. He might come back later. That could be a good use of experience for his team. Dark Moon finds Northwest Castle. His team has the crown, gets attacked. The king gives him gold and he attacks, and Dark Moon says, no, I don't even want to fight you. You're not worth my time, kindly old king. Have a good day. Sawney Wrath finds Cure 4 at level 7, not where you want to see it, but you will take it nonetheless. Dark Moon pokes into Earth 1, resets out of that bullfight. He's going to go back to his airship. Fryteeth is making his way through the ordeals maze. He makes it through. Dark Moon digs into the marsh split. Last Minute Chaos grabs their bottle as Sawney goes to Lefane. Sitting over at Onrak. He's going to go turn in that slab. He got Lupud because they did not translate the slab. Unfortunately, getting Lupud is rough. Dark Moon picks up an Orblet out of the Cardia treasure. I'm not sure if Sawney and Dark Moon have actually found Melman at this point. Fryteeth makes it out of ordeals, not only with the levels he found, but with the spoils as well. Looks like Fryteeth's got 8 Orblets. Sawney Wrath running to Melman right now is going to translate that slab. He's hoping it's his key. We know it's not. Although Melman is loaded, it's got good gear for our folks. Dark Moon finds Sarda's cave. Gonna see what Sarda's got for us. He has an opal bracelet -2. Armor has been rolling pretty low, but we'll take it. It's better than a silver 3. It only loses 4 absorb, so it's still gonna be better. I just noticed that Sawney Wrath has a dragon armor -1. So that's pretty good, or -2, excuse me. Still pretty good. Definitely want it. Still grants those key resistances.
Yeah, and even at the -2, it still does give a lot of absorb as well. Alright, we just translated the slab. So, Lefane has a ribbon, which is the second ribbon, I believe, that we've seen so far. We've got the incentive ribbon, and then we did find one on the less than greater than room of Mirage. Alright, well, it looks like we're kind of seeing everything that we've seen before. Runner's just kind of going back with what we've seen. See if we can get to any new stuff like Tia. Okay, we've seen Tia. That's what's behind the Oxale.
Dark Moon has found the marsh bottom, which we know is going to contain his key, and he should be very happy to find that.
Yeah, not only does it contain that key, it contains that iron gold tile as well. And I believe he has exit, so he might opt to maybe take some fights.
Absolutely. He's going to be able to leverage that a little bit better than Fryteeth when Fryteeth was down there because they have that key item lead.
Oh, and if Katana was in Sky Spider, look where Sawney is.
He'll be happy to find that too. Experience is based on key items in these flags, right? Or is it shards?
Nope, it is. I believe it's 10% per key item, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's not shards.
Dark Moon decided that Iron Goals isn't his cup of tea, and he's going to get his key and go check his incentives.
Alright, so not on the left side. There's a Power Staff 1.
Sonny looks like he's just taking fights in the Sky Palace, which I really like. To get a little bit of a walking grind going. I like it.
Yeah,
You're looking for Orblets anyway. Might as well take fights.
yeah, especially since, as far as like grind tiles, really the only one I think we've seen that's been any good is those iron gold tiles, but it is, deeper into a dungeon, so maybe it's not something you really want to do.
These Sky Palace fights are some of the highest granting experience fights in the game. So, definitely not bad to take some. Darkmoon happy to pick up that dragon -2, I'm sure.
Yep, and happy to see that, and yep, there is our katana. I'm sure Sonny is like, yes please, give me this. I'm happy now. My ninja can do things.
So definitely, Sonny might have the easiest time through Topher if one of those fiends has high absorb and he's able to use that katana to get through without expending critical charges.
Yeah, with Magic World the way it is, resource management doing that Topher dive, that's going to be critical, I feel.
Well, it's a good thing all 4 of these runners are excellent resource managers, so we're going to see they're going to make it look easy.
So I'm pretty sure we've seen all the fiends at this point. I know we've seen Carrie. We've seen Lich. We actually saw a kill on Lich, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. But I know we saw a Kraken. We saw a broken Kraken. So I'm trying to think what could actually be behind that rod lock, if anything important is behind that rod lock at this point.
Looks like Lich is in the Marsh entrance, Carrie is Elf Town, Kraken is in Mirage, and Tiamat is in Onrak, the Onrak dungeon, which I think was in Acardia Island. So we've seen all the fiends. So
Sonny is making that play to check Marsh Cave more. Maybe he is thinking about grinding.
Definitely looks like it. And the thing we might see here too that could be advantage Sonny and Darkmoon is that Ganon and Fryteeth are probably going to go poking around for that tail. Our tracker Jay Seidel says that we have a Massa +3 site. Was that on Sonny's side?
Oh, in the armory.
Oh, Fryteeth finds it. That's a big pickup.
Yep, Sonny does look like they are taking this grind.
Yep, Sonny is going to briefly join the Iron Gold division for a little while during our co-op tournament, and he's going to take him down.
This is probably what Sonny wants, is the 2 iron goals.
Ganon's looks like they have about 13 Orblets as well.
Yep, and Fryteeth, I just saw that on the pause menu, I believe, yep, is also at 13.
So they're a little bit ahead of Sonny and Darkmoon's 8 apiece. So hopefully they can make up, hopefully Clever Team Name can make up a little bit of time if Ganon's and Fryteeth decide that they need the tail.
It almost feels like he... Or no, I guess Ruse did roll Red Mage Learnable, but like... I mean, you got that Masa, so maybe not. As far as equipment... It's not looking too good right now. I'm not sure how comfortable I'd feel with the equipment, even with that Masa 3 and everything else. The Red Mage is just kind of there.
I'm known for diving Topher with nothing, but this is making me feel nervous.
Yeah, like I would think, if the bosses weren't clamped, because we're at, bosses are going to have, at minimum, they'll have 100% of their, normal stats. But they could roll anywhere up to 250% of their stats, so any one of the fiends could technically just completely ruin your day.
Fry-T taking on Carry 1, throwing out some nukes, slapping him with the White Mage. Masa comes down 5 hits, 286. Carry 1 is down. That's 2 more Orbals for Fry-T. I think that puts them with a 15. Yep, I got a quick look at Fry-T's menu, despite their menu speed, which is blazing, and confirmed that they do have 15. He's gonna check the Keylock Dwarf chest. I don't think we've seen these yet, so pop these open here. Finds an Orblet. That's what he was looking for. A Mute Axe could come in handy, possibly. I'd probably keep that around.
You never know, might get a cheeky mute and silence something that has something nasty.
Mute is one of those spells in a randomizer. You see a lot of runners skip it over, but when it comes up big, it comes up real big.
I'm just trying to see if Sonny decides, because I believe it has one more charge of nuke. Might not use it here with the strike first, though. Hope for those, some better crits than that.
White Mage slaps for 1 damage.
Looking for more like that, but probably one more round is going to do it. There we go.
Sonny's level's looking nice. Level 27. Gonna walk it out, maybe? No, he wants these boxes before he casts to exit, maybe.
Yep, that's it. So we'll see. Does Sonny go back in for more levels, or are we done here? Going back in for more.
He wants more. Can't say I blame him.
We got another good weapon, it looks like. We got an X-Cal +2 in Canaria locked. So might not see the Masa on Clever Team Name side, considering where it was. And I believe they've checked it, but kind of left it behind. So unless they're looking for items, I mean, it is, I believe it said less than greater than room. So it is 10 chests. So it's kind of one of those good locations if you're looking for Orblets. 10 chests right next to each other, kind of hard to go wrong.
Right, that X-Cal +2 is exactly what you want to see. That'll get it done. It's not Massa +3, but it'll do.
Although I'd almost probably rather take the Warple, even with it rolling the minus. That's critical. If you get any of those fiends with high absorb, I'd rather take the critical over the raw damage. So kind of looking at Orblets, it looked like we're at 19 on Ganon's Gone Wild side at the moment.
Definitely a big orb lead. But I think only Sonny has the levels to take the Topher, I think, so far. I have not got to look at Ganon's Gone Wild's levels in a while, so I could be wrong on that.
That's like 23, 24s is what we're sitting
Okay,
at for levels.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Kraken saying no to that black mage. And no to the red.
This Kraken one punching pretty hard though. And no to the white. Massa coming out. And no to the fighter too.
12 for 760 on Kraken 1. If that's what Kraken 1 is doing, I hope either just Kraken 1 decided to roll really bad like that, or Kraken 2 is going to have a lot to say, I feel.
That's the power of Brack over on Darkmoon's end. Darkmoon just bracks that bad boy.
So yeah, I saw on Darkmoon side we're at 15.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Darkmoon needs some levels, but he knows where the grind is, so he can go get the shards and then get the grind too. Whatever order he wants to do it.
There's our rod. And really, I don't even know if you check that rod lock at this point. Like, I don't feel there's anything important behind there. From what our trackers are saying, and I completely trust them. There really can't be anything critical behind there at this.
It's a big gamble to check that rod block. The only thing that could be back there is a fat stack of orblets.
Which I guess is very possible, because it's like, I don't really feel like we've seen any, like, I guess, mass area where you find like 4 or 5 orblets right next to each other. Outside, I believe Armory Floor was the only place that's happened. So that knight goes down, takes a critical for 260. Sonny definitely has some levels though. We're sitting at like 30, 33. That's enough.
That's enough. He's gonna go start hunting with Darkmoon to get some shards. So I kind of like that grind there by Sonny, that play. I wonder, I'm gonna ask him about this in the interview, I think, post game. But I wonder if he was just kind of taking that grind, checking their notes over. Making sure to get that. He writes down every shard Darkmoon finds, and you know what I'm saying? So kind of a good usage of communication there between the teams.
Yeah, Sonny's at 8. Maybe that's the whole idea, is like knowing, where your spells have landed so far, and you don't have any items that are really, giving you that safety in Topher. It's like, we're going to need levels. You go scout for orblets. I'm going to get some levels right now. Then I'll go pick up those orblets afterwards. With knowing where all the fiends are, as I believe both teams know where all the fiends are. I believe they've seen them. That's 12 orblets. I don't believe Sonny's killed any of them. I can double check on that. But no, we have not seen. So that's 12 right there. So you just want to go farming on the fiends. That puts Sonny up to 20. So only needs to find 8 of them.
Yeah, the fiends can be, those fat stacks of orbs. Tia and Kraken are worth 4 apiece, and the Lich and Carry locations. Now remember, it's tied to the location, not the actual fiend you fight. In this case, this week, their fiends are not shuffled, but... I like this. Sonny picking up spells on his ninja.
I believe Sonny is thinking it's time to go, not just orblet hunting, it's time to go fiend hunting. And looks like Ganon's Gone Wild is going to check some chests. Or no, not checking chests, but I think it's Ganon's Gone Wild's turn to do some grinding on these iron goals.
And when we see this, Ganon's Gone Wild grinding on these iron goals here, this communicates to me, I don't need that tail. I don't even care about it. I'm gonna get these levels. I have the Mazza. I have the equipment. I have all the spells I need. I don't need to promote.
It could also, I guess the other thing it could be is, realistically, white magic hasn't rolled that great. So the only reason you'd really want to, promote before doing your grind is getting those spell charges on your knight. But if there's really no good spells, which I believe heals, like, the best spell out of 1 through 3, which, that's not saying a whole lot.
I think Wall is the best spell.
But that's right, Wall is there as well. But is Wall white-locked?
It might have been.
Or no, it was third slot. So, no, yeah, Wall's there, and I guess we've got 2 ribbons, I believe. I know we've seen 2 ribbons. I don't know if Sonny's going to have 2 ribbons, so yeah, Wall. Or not, Sonny. Ganon's gone white.
But Wall's not a game breaker. It's just the best we got.
Yeah. Sonny picks up that Excal 2.
I think the advantage that Sonny Wrath has is I think the Katana 3 is probably the best sword that we're going to have for these bosses if they rolled high.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be, like you said, how the bosses roll. Even if they roll low, the fact that you can just have that ninja swing the katana on turn 1, and if it rolls low, it could do an incredible amount of damage right away.
Jay Shadow, our tracker, pointing out to me that the tail was actually in the rod lock. And so, since they have the rod now, they might go pick that up.
Just behind the cube was the vampire protected chest.
Oh, you're right. It was the double block. Oh, they don't have the cube yet.
Yeah, I don't think they went through ice, so even if they wanted to, which I don't think they are.
And I can't remember how many orblets were found in ice, if any.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we'll see.
Dark Moon's Knight's at 542 HP as well, so his levels aren't looking terrible. We could have a little bit of a race on our hands here.
Yeah, it's very possible. I guess we'll see what happens. Sonny is actually going to go check that rod lock, it looks like.
Ganon's only needs 6 shards before he can enter Topher at the hour and 4 minute mark. Whew.
Yeah, and it's like, let's take a look at the kills. Ganon's hasn't went for Kraken or Tia. Granted, Tia is, being protected by, Big Robo.
Ganon's has got the equipment and the levels to smack around Big Robo. And it might be good to have the information about what Warmech has that's out of the pool.
Yep. That's right, Ganon tried. Oh, well, there's the cube. So maybe we see Last Minute Chaos make this dive that Sonny's doing, knowing that's like, hey, got at least one incentive. Granted, you don't need it, but I think at this point it's going to be your tail.
I think Fryteeth only needs 10 more orblets if I counted properly. So and I don't think he's killed any of the I don't think he's defeated any of the fiends either. So
Fryteeth has killed Lich, it looks like so far.
Okay. Sonny texts TFC4 and finds an orblet there, so rewarded for his walking.
Yeah, it's kind of the name of the game right now. If you've got the levels like Sonny does, it's like I just need to find... I need my orblets. That's all I care about.
Aegis 5. Ooh.
You are happy to see that.
As we see, Sonny still has a wooden helmet on the knight there.
There's an Opal 1 in ice, but we need to go and grab that.
Was there a vampire there? I didn't even see it.
No.
Nice little heads up. Sonny doesn't... Oh, this is the C-split. Double block into C-split? Wow, what a dungeon.
I feel like we've missed something that we like to point out. Yeah, C-split is something that we haven't... Ooh!
That's huge!
with the lack of defense, yes, that is huge. Put that on that knight or even the ninja. As long as you don't get one shot and get messed up on turn order, you pretty much are invulnerable now.
You get a red mage with a couple stacks of ruse and a cure 4 stick solo with that Vorpal.
Yeah, it's really gonna kind of wonder. Is last minute chaos gonna go check that? They know that chances are they're going to see the tail at that location. So it's like if they feel like they don't need the tail, they might not make this check.
I think we're probably going to see Darkmoon go pick that up. It's deep in there, but I think it's probably going to be worth it for Darkmoon to go pick that up.
Well, especially like we've got Sky 1 here. Not not the lamp gauntlets, but if we see any orblets here, you're right there.
I just gotta look at Darkmoon's orbs. They're quite further behind on the old orblets.
They just found that kind of all those orblets in Armory. Looks like they're up to 20 now, and there is one orblet here in Sky 1. And a second Katana 3, because why not? Oh,
this
looks
is definitely.
Like, see where
Ganon's Gone Wild is in the cube block. He is gonna go check it because they have the cube now, and he is gonna find his tail.
Oh, and the nice Cardia treasure. We got one orblet, so that means there's 2 orblets behind the rod, maybe more. Yep, there's another one.
There's a third orblet behind that rod. So
there might be more because we've got the other side to check still.
We do, so we might see Darkmoon Cure 4 stick. Ganon's Nopes says see you later.
I feel like that Cure 4 stick, I feel like that could make the difference easily right now. Oh, and Sharknado. Bunch of chests here as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of check on this floor. This could be the difference maker here. If Sonny finds a stack of orbs on this floor, this could be huge.
Yeah, his Darkmoon's actually right behind him. He's a couple floors back. He is going for these items right now.
Sonny takes a look, sees the flame armor plus 4, and says, "You know what? I would like to have that."
I mean,
or -4.
I mean, when your ninja's still using a wooden 5, yeah, you'll take a flame -4
all day long. That Mage Fighter tile is not bad either. It's not as good as the Iron Gold tile, but it's not bad. Oh, and then immediately finds a better piece of armor for his ninja.
Yep, goodbye flame -4. We are about to see a War Mech.
Ooh, Ganon's Gone Wild takes on War Mech.
There's an orblet on Sonny Wrath's side.
If the gear behind this entrance if the gear behind this rod block makes the difference, it could be the thing. But Fryteeth, I didn't even see Fryteeth sneaking behind the C-split.
Oh.
He's digging it out.
I think he skipped the chest though. He skipped the chest with the Cure 4 staff. He went right for the split. And he might wipe out of here because of these bad men.
Oh no.
Resets out and oh.
Whew. Darkmoon's level's looking good. 25 across the board, it looks like.
Another orblet behind this rod as well. I think that's 6 orblets behind the rod between all the chests.
And I don't think so. I think Sonny has killed no fiends. Darkmoon's beat Kraken, but Sonny's killed no fiends, I think.
Yeah, I really want to see Sonny's pause menu. We'll see potentially, but Sonny might almost be. I'm just gonna go kill all the 4 fiends and let's go to Topher. That was 14, so we need to find 2 more. If he can find 2 more, then it's kill all 4 fiends, go to Topher.
Dark Moon's getting the business by these bad men.
The bad men did bad men things. Yeah, I don't blame. There's too many orblets in that Cure 4 stick. You have to go for this, it feels like.
Yeah, Sonny had the levels in the ninja to get out of there. So that's the difference. But Dark Moon's levels are pretty good. I think he just kind of got ambushed and got a little bit bad. I think Sonny is going to pick up another orblet inside Temple of Fiends here as well, because I think there was one here. Yep, I was right.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to check the locks as well. Yep.
I think that warp saves a couple of steps there.
Yeah, definitely. I was be like, you're not going to say no to a Pro Cape 3. It's a nice piece of equipment to have for really anybody except, the Knight.
We got a question in chat here. What does the plus X after weapons and armor mean exactly? Yep, it is exactly what you said. It's on armor, it's +2 absorb on chest pieces per plus, and -2 absorb per minus. And then main weapons like swords and axes is the same, +2 attack, and some extra critical hit rate. Link might be able to explain the critical hit rate better than me, but that's a big ribbon in the Keylock Topher chests.
Yep, that is our third ribbon. It looks like they've only got 2 of them, but maybe that's what you're concerned about. I don't know if I've got the ribbons with the other kind of defensive skills, spells, skills, items that I don't have. Let me look for a ribbon. You've got the ribbon. That's it.
Exactly, and with the way this defensive magic is rolled in this seed, we could see this play out like whoever dug up the best gear might be the best equipped. Obviously this is the best to deal with Topher the quickest.
And Sonny going back here. I believe there's a fiend back here, if I'm not mistaken.
These bad men are just doing bad man things. Are they unrunnable? Is that the... Oh, no. Okay.
They're not unrunnable. Just the team does not want to run away from the bad men. They're either flinging curses or they're doing something to make it their life just like, nope, we're staying here. We want to fight. When realistically, no, you don't want to fight.
Dark Moon only needs like 7 more shards, I think.
Yeah, that looked right, and looks like, there was like 6, and it looks like he has yet to kill Lich. So you get all the orbs here, and then go kill Lich, and you're good. And
I believe so. And they know that too. Sonny did the same thing. He just got it and exited immediately.
And speaking of going and killing fiends, if you saw, Sonny Wrath has 16 orbs. That means it's fiend killing time, I think.
Yeah, so Sonny Wrath is in the quote-unquote no mode. He knows he has the orbs, and he knows where to find the rest of them. And I think Dark Moon's actually in the same boat because he knows where all this equipment is. And if that Cure 4 stick comes in, is the difference. It could be the difference.
Yeah, I think Sonny is coming here to stock up on consumables as well as go grab that Invis 2 out of the White Magic Shop here at level 8. And yeah, then I think it's going to be a blitz, and we're going to be time to go kill a bunch of fiends.
Absolutely, and even at level 8, that Invis 2 is just going to be at a premium. You're going to need it. You're going to want it, because you're going to get 2-3 charges. You'd have to correct me if I'm wrong on that one, Link. You might get more than that.
Nope, I believe that's it, but we're going to see another attempt at Kraken on Ganon's Gone Wild side. Let's see if it's a little bit better. Well, you're not getting fast off. Not from the Black Mage, at least. Or Black Wizard, in this case, we have promoted.
This time we're hitting Kraken a little harder. 440 with the Massa. White Mage goes down. We got Tempers coming out on Quad A. Boom, Red Mage is dead. This is looking like last time, but this time the Massa comes up big. Down goes Kraken.
Did you see the level as well on that night?
41. Whew.
So to all our viewers at this point, I would say if you need to like refill your drink, go get some popcorn, something like that. This would probably be a good time to do it while we're just seeing some grinds, some fiend kills, things like that. Because I have a feeling when we get into Topher, this is going to get very spicy.
This is feeling like last night. Feeling like earlier today, Link. I'm shaking.
I don't want to shake like that again. I had enough earlier.
Well, I got some news for you. You're going to be shaking a lot in this tournament, I feel like.
Yeah, probably. Yep. I think Ganon's Gone Wild's about to do the same thing that Sonny did, pick up some magic.
Even though Lock 2 at level 7 could make the difference.
Yeah, but any of those fiends roll high, evade. I mean, you got, I believe, Lock was, Lock 1 was level 1 as well. But you'll never say no to having more charges of it.
Right, remember Nuke is at level 1 as well. So we are, and Nuke is an important spell still, even in Topher, because all it takes is an unrunnable pack of airs to catch you off guard with a lot of Nuke charges, and all of a sudden you don't have heal pots anymore.
Or, like unrunnable iron goals or something like that. Which we know you can run from, but yeah, if you find any of those packs, that's time wasted at that point.
Exactly.
Sonny pulls Lich 1. I have a feeling Lich 1's not going to be standing for too long.
Yeah, don't blink, chat. Lich 1's going down. He's going to try to fight with this damage poison, but it's not going to do much.
Yeah, Ninja's not even fast. Just, here, 6 for 606. Get out of my way, Lich. I've got places to be. So next on the kill list for Sonny, looks like it's going to be Kraken. Looks like we're going to get some grinding on Dark Moon's side, which, this does make sense. As far as shards, he is very much, ahead of Sonny at the moment, which, it's not going to take too terribly long. But Ganon's Gone Wild, if you saw, he's at 28. We're probably going to see the Topher die.
Exactly. We're going to see Topher dives all around, because Dark Moon is not going to take very long grinding up these iron goals. Now, the big difference here, what will it come down to? Ganon's and Fry Teeth have the Mazamoon. Sonny and Dark Moon have the Cure 4 staff. Which one's going to be more important? We shall see.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Vorpal or you've got the Excal. I would trade that Masa with the other weapons I have at the moment. Whether you're Dark Moon or Sonny with the Ninja and the Katana, I would trade that Masa for that Cure 4 stick. No questions asked.
From where I'm sitting, I would too.
Just that idea that you're so limited on your defensive magic, like, I believe on Ganon's Gone Wild side, so White Mage has 5 charges of Invis too. It's 5 charges. Okay, Sonny's also got 5 charges, but you can really only use like one, skip Lich. But at that point, you can only use, really kind of 1, maybe 2 per pull. That's not, it gives you a bunch of evasion, but not the greatest.
And with the way the defensive magic rolled in the seed, wouldn't it be nice if we had a Fog 2 sword?
It actually really kind of would. That sword would be nice to have. Like, I don't blame either team for selling that sword. Like,
I'm not either. I'm just saying. I'm just telling a story.
It's like you never really want to, find, knowing the herb is available, then finding Elf Castle, not having that herb and be like, 5,
I really
6.
want to highlight Ganon's Gone Wild, checking these boxes in Temple of Fiends. Big fan checking those boxes. But Ganon's Gone Wild is in Topher. It's 1 hour, 21 minutes. That's a blazing fast time. He's got good levels. Fryteeth is a few shards behind, but he'll have the information. He'll know what's expecting. Ganon's will be able to tell him. So it's not as bad as it looks. Darkmoon says he's got enough levels. He's done. He's gonna go fiend killing.
And I think and I think this is the thing. Looking at our fiend kills, from our wonderful notes that our trackers have given us, Darkmoon has killed Carrie and Kraken. So with 4 away, chances are we're going to see a Tia kill, which also means we're going to see a Warmech kill. So it's going to get some more levels off of that Warmech kill.
Yeah, big shout out tonight to our trackers, Jay Seidel and Static Pulse. They are slaying it tonight. We could not tell you the information if they had not written it down so eloquently and so nicely for us. So thank you for that.
Looks like we're actually going to see like 2 Warmech kills on the left side because Sonny and Darkmoon are in the same location, so they've got the same idea. Look.
Lich 1 coming out with crack, gets the Black Mage. Nobody else. New comes out for 186. Big massive swing, 647. Down goes Lich 1. Or Lich 2, excuse me. Lich 1, Lich 2, they kind of go down with the same rate.
Yeah, I mean, Lich 2, might survive a couple rounds, whereas Lich 1 survives, a round. You're just like, wait, what are you still doing there? You're supposed to be... Actually, we're probably going to see 3 Warmech kills at the same time.
Ooh, Warmech decides to punch out the Red Mage on Fryteeth's side. Chat is showing us some love, Sir Link, a lot. We appreciate it, chat. Thank you for hanging out with us and stressing out with us as we watch all of these runners that are Temple of Fiends. They're all going to be there very, very soon.
We're going to see Carry 2 on Ganon's Gone Wildside in just a little bit, where we see Warmech on 3 of our runners.
Oh, man. Warmech on 3 screens. We love it. You love to see it.
I mean, they're clearly missing 1 Warmech because we could have just had a repeat of last night with them, where they had Chaos on all 4 screens at the same time, so...
We still may see that, but we'll see if Ganon's can make it. Ganon's got the gear. Does not have that Cure 4 stick, but does have that Massa, so could make it. Got Carry 2 coming on. Ganon's Gone Wildside. He's got Fast coming out. It's gonna fast up that Knight. Knight gets punched for 583. Ugh.
Carry is not messing around.
Doesn't seem to have high absorb though. 11 hits, 649 is a good roll. That's what you want to see. Cure 4 coming out on that Knight. We're going to see more nukes coming out here. Going to want to reserve the temper charges. I like that plan by Ganon's Gone Wild. Big Massa hit. 9 hits, 721. Carries squishy. So she's taking a lot of damage. She's dealing the heat, but taking it too.
You've got nice turnover on that. Getting punched on that Knight. When your Knight's sitting, below 2 in your health, you're kind of worried at that point, but got that nice turnover. Carry didn't even get a second turn, realistically. Darkmoon's struggling a little bit against Warmech down here. 2 hits, 318. Out comes the Vorpal. 3 hits, 339. Good turn order, 151. Warmech tries a Quad X. Doesn't work. Warmech's fast as himself. 211. Darkmoon's going to have a little bit more information. Warmech took an ink out of the pool and stuff, so that's good. Might be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. Darkmoon only 35 of that Knight. Is he going to try to walk out his Warmech kill? I think that might be what we're seeing. I feel like you have to at this point. Like, you don't want to do that fight again.
We got Kraken 2 coming up on Ganon Gone Wildside. Temper and Fast coming out on the Knight. Kraken opens with Nuke. Everybody stays up, though. We got a little bit of low rolls. That's good.
Well, it helps that his team's like in the high 30s or low 40s, so they can all survive even if it was max roll Nuke pretty much. I think even that Black Wizard could be surviving.
Absolutely, yep. Absolutely. So, Ganon's Gone Wild. So I got no defense. I got high levels. I like that plan.
Yep. Darkmoon did make it out with that kill as well, so it's probably going to be running right back in shortly. And going for the Tia kill, which Sonny should be close at this point.
Right as you say that, broken into pieces.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't have too much health, but, Brack doesn't care how much health.
Five hits, 1,285 damage to Kraken 2. Ganon's Gone Wild is on to the Tiamat floor.
Yeah, that Cure 4 stick, who knows, may not be needed. We don't know how bad Chaos or Tia 2 are. But Fryteeth, I believe, is at 28 as well, if I'm not mistaken, after that Tia kill. So just picking up Invis 2, and that's probably going to be right behind his teammate.
Well, if you told me that the first 3 Fiends in Topher were going to be, that the Massa 3 is going to cut through them like butter, I might take that over to Cure 4 Stick.
Yeah, but here's Tia 2. We'll see if that remains to be seen, or if we're going to see a little bit more of a scary. And as far as Tia, Dark Moon made a very quick work of it, breaking Tia into pieces as well. Or maybe we do need some.
I think we're gonna see both Dark Moon and Sonny just blitz into Temple of Fiends here. I think they're both done. Maybe Dark Moon needs to get one more.
I think the Invis 2 pickup.
Yep, that's smart. Good by Dark Moon. Going to get some prepares. Did he pick up X-Fur?
Might have. I mean, I don't believe there's anything else at level 7, so.
I completely missed the Ganon's Gone Wild Tiamat fight, but Tiamat went down.
Okay, so yeah. So Fiends are kind of like paper, it looked like. Nothing too scary, but maybe that means Chaos has all the scary stuff. All right, so
we saw one nuke off a Kraken. I did not see a nuke on Warmech. So,
yeah, we didn't really see Lich or Carry having anything. You know, I guess we didn't really get to see them too much at all. So,
no, we did not.
Doing some inventory management here on Ganon's Gone Wild before pulling Chaos. And here we go.
1 hour, 29 minutes on the dot almost. Ganon's Gone Wild pulls Chaos. We're going to see this Invis 2. How many charges did he have? I think I saw 2 charges.
He's got 3. Oh, and we got 3 for 3 on that Massa. So with these levels, that means we're going to need some lock, we're going to need some temper. We need all of that.
Chaos playing nice, coming out with Lit 2. That's what you want to see. Ganon's taking a second to reevaluate his strategy. Going with Lock. Fight on the Knight. Invis 2. Oh. Invis 2 on the White Wizard. Got 7 charges to temper for that Knight. So I liked a little bit. Lower the evade and buff. I feel that.
Yep, another Lit 2 from Chaos, not doing too much. Got the buffs up.
Sonny is past Carry 2 onto the Kraken floor.
Oh, we've got some damage on Chaos now. It was 7 for 568.
Okay. We got Ganon's Gone Wild doing some damage to that Chaos fight. 7 hits, 892. That's really good. Lock coming out.
Like, I feel like that's enough lock. I think it's just start tempering that Massa.
1022 damage with the Massa. Stop hits the red mage and the black mage, but that's not the important one.
It's not the one that's swinging the weapon, which is doing 1,000 damage with the crits. So we'll see. Terminated. There's our first termination at about 1 hour, 30 minutes. It was about 45, 46 seconds. So Chaos is sitting somewhere between, you know, since we got that big crit, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where, but somewhere between the 2,500 to 3,500 range.
Well, that's a good run from Ganon's Gone Wild, but remember, we need both runners to finish Chaos before we declare a winner.
Yes, indeed.
Fryteeth is a little bit behind Sonny Wrath and Dark Moon.
Yeah,
he's going to go to this chest. He's going to grab his ribbon. That makes sense. Sorry to talk over you.
Nope, that's alright. And ooh, Sonny takes the white mage, goes down.
Ooh, the X-Cal missed. We got Nuke coming out. Katana swings. 3 hits, 296. Lot coming out from the Black Wizard. Lit 2 from Kraken. That's going to finish the Black Wizard off. He has a Ninja and a Knight. Kraken 2 goes down. Link a lot. What are you thinking if you're Sonny Wrath right now?
So right now I'm feeling like there's still no dot done. You have that Cure 4 stick. It's like, yeah, you can't lock, you can't do anything. I think right now it's like you keep that knight right where it is with the Cure 4 stick, and you just let that ninja start swinging. It's like, you've got the temper, you've got some of the buffs on that ninja, kind of like you said, that might make the difference.
So
And,
maybe a medic knight, if you will.
yep, let the knight kind of tank the damage. Oh, we got airs with stun touch. We got Dark Moon to carry too, it looks like. That ninja is not getting up. You do not want that ninja to fall right now.
Yeah, these airs are giving Sony Rat the business, unfortunately. Oh no, do not take that ninja down. If he loses this ninja, this could be tough.
Yeah, I feel like if you lose the ninja...
Oh, the knight gets away. Clutch.
I was going to say, if you lose the ninja, I think at that point, that's when you have to reset and just kind of, cross your fingers and start going through as quickly as possible, because we've got Fry Teeth. He's in Topher on Lich floor, so 1 floor behind Dark Moon, about to be, 2 floors for a little bit.
I feel like I commentator cursed Sony because I talked earlier about a pack of airs running you out of heal pots, and
I mean, you did say, like, unrunnables, so I will give you that. They weren't unrunnable.
we had some damage poison drop the red mage over on Fryte's side, giving him a little speed bump before he takes on Lich 2. Sony is pulling Tiamat too, and he has got the Cure 4 stick going, and he is doing medical ninja is what his plan is here. Kind of doing what you said, but the opposite. The problem he's running into is Tia's got high absorb.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'd rather see the knight. I guess if it was me and I was making the decisions, I would do it on the knight, just because your criticals are everything. That's going to come from that katana more than likely. Granted, the Excalibur will do more per hit, but the katana, if it gets those crits...
Big crit from the XL. Tia 2 goes down.
Yep.
Whew. Now, will we see an adjustment from Sony on Chaos? No, he's going same strats. Maybe not. Maybe not. He's checking his inventory. Gotta make sure both ribbons are on both characters. Okay.
Yep.
Sony didn't do this, but I want to bring it up. Could it have been better to maybe... no, there's no way it's better to try to take an encounter to heal with a Cure 4 stick and run away. It's too dangerous, right?
Yeah, I would not do that. I would just, in this case, you've got the Cure 4 stick, and, you're hitting that one, like you said, Falconic said, these flags are meant to be finished, like, that 130, 140 mark. You're at 135, you don't see the dot done from your opponent. You have to kind of kick it in a hightail. You can't really be wasting time at this point.
So Sony Wrath is doing Chaos. Dark Moon's on to Tiamat, and Fry Teeth is on Carry.
Chaos with a big hit. That knight, down on one knee with 12 health, gets the turn order, thankfully.
Big Cure 4 stick coming up big. 3 hits, 85 damage with that katana. 4 hits, 222 on Chaos. The ninja's gonna heal up the knight. Chaos comes out with a nuclear. We did not see that from Ganon's side.
Yep, that's some valuable information, because it's very possible we're gonna see Darkmoon with his full party.
Dark Moon is very cleanly. He's doing this fight very clean. He's being very useful. We have not called many of his fights here, but if you've been watching, he's been doing a great job.
Oh yeah, it's Bane from Chaos. There was a nice big swing. I thought I saw 5 for 881.
You are exactly correct. That's what it was. That's a big hit. We know Chaos has got a little bit more HP. Another nuclear.
Oh. Free turn with that ink. Tia 2's down for Dark Moon. On to Chaos. There's a Lit 2. Katana swing. 4 for 364. Excal 2 for 2. 3 for 668. Chaos cannot have that much left in the tank, I feel. Another nice clutch Cure 4. Ice 2 comes out. Nothing, really. And then Lit 2. 5 for 102, terminated on Sonny's side, 136-59.
What a fight, Sonny Wrath. Nice fight. No defenses. 2 melee characters. Katana doing the work. Cure 4 stick coming up big.
Yep, Dark Moon gets his pull. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Fry Teeth.
Yep, Fry Teeth is solo against Kraken. Does not have that Cure 4 stick. Or any spells. So it's just like, it's Whole Day and Pray, and yeah, have to reset. Like, you have nothing at that point. That's where that Cure 4 stick would have come in clutch. It's like, yeah, not the greatest. Which
I like the reset, though.
Yeah, at that point you knew you were just wasting time. You had to. So yeah, at this point it's really Clever Team Name's game to lose. Something terrible has to happen on Dark Moon's side.
And Dark Moon knows that Chaos has got double nuclear, because Sonny told him, 100%.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, we're gonna see some invises. We're gonna see guarantee we got to stop on the Red Wizard.
Dark Moon looking like he's got plenty of resources to get through this fight. The Vorpal, 423 damage to Chaos. That's pretty good.
Another Invis 2 comes out. I believe that's the last charge.
Ink is a free round. 6 hits, 379. That's not the damage we're looking for, but we'll take it.
Another Temper. 4 for 938. Still alive. Gotta be on the last legs, though. Another stop. As if one stop wasn't bad enough, Red Wizard gets stopped again.
Vorpal comes out, 4 hits, 611. Oh boy, something really bad is gonna have to that we didn't see is gonna have to happen to Dark Moon to take this.
Yeah,
it looks like he's got it in the bag.
Yep, I feel like Chaos has got to have less than like 500 health.
Ooh, 7 hits, 14, going down. GG's, Clever Team Name.
Definitely less than that. Get the GG's in chat for Clever Team Name. And they will finish with an official time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 29 seconds. And looks like we are actually joined by both Sonny and Dark Moon in the booth. How are you two feeling?
I'm shaking today.
My heart. I mean,
God.
I know your heart earlier, Link, a lot, but jeez, my heart there. I think my heart rate, if I had a heart rate monitor, it would have been at about 200 during that Chaos fight.
I feel ya.
I guess that's going to be kind of my first question, Sonny, is when the White Wizard goes down on Kraken. What are your thoughts at that?
So, my thoughts were, I'm already this far in. I'm just going to punch it, see what happens. And that was definitely the right move to make, considering I had the Cure 4 stick in my inventory. I just had to move it around to the Ninja or the Knight, which I decided to keep it on the Ninja in case the Knight happened to go down for some reason. If Chaos had turned around and punched my Ninja, though, that probably would have been it for me. So it was move my Ninja down and just hope and pray that he doesn't go after the back row, and he never did. None of them actually went for the back row after Kraken did.
This Temple of Fiends honestly was pretty kind. The first one to really start scaring me at all was Tiamat, and it was really just trying to conserve as many of the resources that we had for Chaos, and thankfully, because of they weren't scary up to it, I could get all 4 of those Invis 2 casts saved for Chaos.
I was going to say, it's like the defensive magic didn't really roll very good. Invis 2 sitting at level 8. I believe Invis was also at a high level.
Yeah, that Cure 4 stick was one of the best things we saw. And even then, because it was on a stick, you're sitting there going, well, I'm only getting one of these, and it's going to be hard to use it in combat even.
But it paid off.
It did. Oh, it did.
It paid
Yeah.
off big.
Yeah.
That was kind of the story of this run, because you guys, each team had a piece of equipment that was very good that the other team did not have.
What they have?
They had the Masamune +3.
That would have been nice. I mean,
And you guys had the Cure 4 stick.
I have become a
Man.
huge proponent of Vorpal in these seeds just because of the level of health and stats that the bosses have. Mazza is great, don't get me wrong, I love the Mazza, but for something like this, Vorpal, even at like a -2, still pays dividends.
Yeah, it was definitely that Cure 4 stick helped out. I guess
Mhm.
the worst part about it was Fry Teeth. We didn't think that they were going to actually go check that dungeon since they'd already done grinds and everything without the tail. They didn't even have it yet. Fry Teeth went in and went to the split and skipped that chest.
Oh,
That held the Cure 4 stick, and then he took a wipe later on in the dungeon and then just left. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going back there for that. Which, don't blame anybody for doing that, but
that whole layout of the seed, just top to bottom, was a little grosser than I kind of like.
Yeah, the layout on the seed itself was very town heavy at the start, and then we found a lot of the incentives.
Yeah.
And then things just kind of died out for a little bit until
Did.
after we got the floater. And finding the floater in Mount Gulg was literally our last location to be able to find it at, which paid off a lot. And then from there, it was, I'm going to change our strategy up a little bit. I'm going to start diving. You go find stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we I know like by about the 40 minute mark we started changing up our usual strategy, but that was because so much of the world was explored. I really felt like because of the way the world worked out, that it and I guess going back and watching or hearing from you guys otherwise, it worked out to our benefit just because of the fact that we like to do a lot of exploration first before we even dive for shards. So we could get most of the map taken care of, most of the incentives taken care of, and just be ready to like zoom through and just dig for shards afterwards.
Also, this was a great match for you to commentate, Link-a-Lot, because now you face us next week.
Got strategy on us now. How are you feeling about that match next week?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I was looking forward to the one that we had this week. It was really good. I'm just looking forward to all of it. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So far with the competitive scene, so happy to kind of keep going and keep racing.
I mean, Ganon's Gone Wild and Fright Teeth put in a great show. Yesterday, our 8 seconds apart race was amazing. I am stoked to be making it to the second round this year instead of getting kicked out in the first round like last year. Oh. Shit. Whew, I'm still coming down.
I can tell.
Well, I understand that. Trust me.
Ugh. Yeah, no, yesterday I was completely calm, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. I made it through, this was great. Today, I'm just like a bag of nerves right now.
I mean, to give you an idea, I kept having to tell him, just stop, be cool, continue running, everything's going to be all right. I'm pretty sure we are going to be just fine. And he
Fry Teeth is about to pull chaos here in a little bit here.
Yeah, you take over on that, dude.
Go Fry Teeth, go GG Dub.
GG's.
All right, we got looks like Locke cast as the first spell here. We got a Fight by the Night and Viz 2 coming out for the thing, and we're gonna fast up the Massa Moon wielding Knight, and down goes the Red Mage Big Punch for 500 chaos. 6 hits, 153, already doing a little bit of damage, so that is good. We got the fast now coming down, and we got here come the Tempers. Gonna buff that Knight up so you can deal enough damage to cut right through the defenses of our final boss here. Ink coming out. That's a free round. Fry Teeth is happy to see that. 8 hits, 315. We're already starting to do damage. That's excellent. More Tempers. Lit 2. Another free round. All of those Light Warriors are ribboned up. 6 hits, 263. Not nothing, but not the damage numbers we're hoping to see. We got another temper. Some more invis, more temper. So we got a lock coming out. 6 hits, I think 150.
Yep, 156.
Invis 2, more stacks of evasion. Knight took a little bit of damage. We might see a heal here. Going for a heal 2, just to heal that chip. Because he knows those nuclears are coming. Swing with the mass at 10 hits, 1200 damage. Actually 5 short of that, but pretty close. That's what we're seeing. Feeling good about this for Fry Teeth. Stop. Ineffective on all light warriors. That makes that a free round. 9 hits, 737. Another temper. Heal 2 shirt. Boy, did armor roll bad this seed. Eight hits, 721. Terminated. Fry Teeth. GG's.
Everybody, please get the GGs in chat for Last Minute Chaos. They will finish with an official time of 1:48:07.
GG's to them.
GG guys.
GG.
GG's.
Poof.
I'm assuming you guys probably wiped him over.
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the digging for shards at the end was the part that probably slowed us down the most.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ganon, I will give you a glimpse into my Topher. So, Lich and Carry did normal Lich and Carry things. They were easy. I get to Kraken, White Wizard goes down.
Ooh.
I get to Tia. I'm left with, actually, even before I finished Kraken, Black Wizard went down. So I was left with Knight Ninja. Stun touch from Airs, so I couldn't run until my ninja was about to die. Pull Tia goes smoothly. Go into Chaos with Knight Ninja, move Ninja down to slot 4, rely on a Cure 4 stick, and Tempers, and it worked.
Tier 4 stick. Where was that?
It was in the C-split on the left side in that lone chest.
Well, GG. That's impressive. Chaos had a lot of health and absorb and evade.
Yeah, Chaos was terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know how close it was at the end there when Kraken got the best of Fry Teeth, but I'm assuming it must have been real close.
It absolutely was. It was very close when Kraken got the best of Fry Teeth for sure. I think, if I remember correctly, when Fry Teeth was fighting Kraken 2 for the first time, Dark Moon was taking on Tiamat 2.
Yeah, I tuned into Speed Gaming 3 after I finished, and I saw Carry coming up on Fry Teeth's side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before that he was on Kraken, so...
So how do you guys feel about this whole seed here, dude?
It was pretty fast in the beginning, and it was kind of chaos, like trying to figure out where to go and collect shards and get levels, and I don't know. It was a little bit chaotic in my mind. I didn't even know what to do for a while, so I was just grinding. I just wanted to grind because I'm like, well, it's better than nothing.
Where'd you grind at?
The iron goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good. I tried the worms in the ice incentive area, and they were just too beefy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will tell you guys, I came into tonight like half expecting you guys to beat us. Like, I didn't want to think ahead to what like next week could even be. I'm a little sad you guys got knocked out because you're such great competitors. It was such a good race.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe they'll make the tournament double elimination next year so we can play more than 1 week.
Yeah, I'm honestly going to suggest that for next time. Play-in races leading to a Elite 8 or Sweet 16 with a winner and loser bracket.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Since you mentioned that, Ganon's Gone Wild, you fought some iron goals to get some levels to be able to beat Chaos today, and there is a iron goal tag division that will be starting after the co-op tournament. So if you don't have enough, you can always join us there.
Our goal is fun.
Definitely. I had the pleasure of calling one of these races, and I watched all 3 of them, and what a fantastic series it was. Thank you, runners, so much for playing in this tournament. I got a lot of enjoyment, and I'm sure all of our fans out here on Speed Gaming did as well.
Hey, thanks to you and Dwight and Sir Linkalot, both of you, for commentating this for us. We really appreciate you guys stepping in and handling it.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to call. Nice, very good race as well.
Honestly, you runners and the fans out there, they deserved a broadcast for this race. All you guys have put in, obviously, both teams have put in a lot of hard work and a lot of practice to be able to get this far and finish as fast as you all did on these seats. So that definitely, that hard work shows, and we wanted to hope we did the best we could to give you guys the broadcast that you deserve.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
It was a really great time, guys.
Do you have any more questions for these runners, Sir Linkalot, or are we going to move on and try to get some final thoughts from them?
Nope, I don't have any questions that we haven't already asked at this point.
All right, I guess I'll start with clever team name. What are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to going into next week?
Darkman,
Oh,
why
you
don't
wanna
you
go
start off? Of course. Though
Yeah.
we both said it at the same time. That's all good. Next week is going to be quite a bit different because
Hell of a match, yeah.
we have a lot of things changing.
Mm-hmm.
Some incentives are going to change, things like that. It's going to be very, very interesting overall, and being able to go up against Thunder and Sir Linkalot is going to be an absolute blast. Thunder and I have raced regularly, but Sir Linkalot, I have yet to race you, and that's what makes me the most excited about the match. You came in from the Link to the Past rando community, and you have taken things by storm, dude. So it's one of those matches that it's going to be an absolute slobber knocker, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I
think I was the same on that.
Yeah, I am looking forward to this next week. I will be perfectly honest with you. I am scared of you, Sir Linkalot. I know I can't beat Thunder normally head to head, so it is going to be interesting to see how the two of us pair up now with all this practice under our belts. You got the Duckling Supreme title in the last Duck Derby, and I think 3 days out of 5, you might actually outplay me as well. So it is going to be a tight race for us. I have a feeling.
I am ready to call the action for those races. Let's just say that.
And before I forget to say this, for both Fry Teeth and Ganon's Gone Wild, you guys played extremely well.
Mm.
You both brought me back into form from spring tournament because I let myself get out of form.
Thank you.
So that's huge for me to say. So it's definitely one of those things that hold your heads high. You guys played extremely well.
Hell of a race.
Absolutely great showing by Team Last Minute Chaos here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that Team Last Minute Chaos, what is your final thoughts and what's next for your team as time goes on?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Bright Teeth teaming up with me kind of last minute, threw together just a couple days before things, the deadline, and Yeah, he's gotten better, put a lot of time in, and the last game, the second game, he basically carried the team. He really he played really well that one. So for me, I don't have any immediate plans. I mostly just play these like organized kind of tournaments and whatnot. So the next tournament or whatever, you'll probably see me in it. Not sure about Fry Teeth.
Yeah, so I'm just glad I was able to get into this, and as he said, you know, kind of teamed up last minute, and it was a lot of fun, and learned a ton from you in the practices and in these races, and I'm still just a couple months in, so still learning a lot, but having a lot of fun. Final Fantasy was one of my favorite games. I started playing it 30 years ago. I still have my original cartridge in the other room, and it's been fun to learn this.
That's awesome, Fry Teeth. We're happy to have you in this community. And anybody else, you can join that Discord and go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. You can roll a seed. You can join the Discord and join us. And we're happy to have you. There's dozens of people that are definitely here to show you the ropes, help you learn how to play this wonderful game, and join this wonderful community.
And if you happen to catch this on YouTube, be sure to join the community because we will help you learn the ropes. I mean, Ganon's Gone Wild taught Fry Teeth so much. I mean, there's so much to learn about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these flags were especially helpful to me to learn because I like my black belts, and so had to get out of my comfort zone here.
And these flags on these flags are not easy. These runners made it look easy, but they're not easy.
Yeah, I remember just 6-8 weeks ago I played my first floor shuffle, and half an hour, 45 minutes in, I put the controller down, walked away, and said I'm never doing another one.
That's usually how entrance and floor shuffle goes your first time around. But after you understand how things work with entrance and floor shuffle, this mode of playing the game is so enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, if nobody has anything else, any comments they want to make, big shout outs to Speed Gaming. Thanks for having us tonight. Thank you for letting us broadcast our co-op 2020 tournament. Next week, we're going to have many more races and matchups we're going to bring to your living room, so you so choose. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Big shout out to our trackers, Jay Scheidel and Static Pulse. They absolutely slayed it tonight. My co-commentator, Sir Link-a-Lot, the Duckling Supreme himself, helping me call this crazy, awesome race. Give our runners a follow. Follow Speed Gaming. Follow our trackers. I think with that, we'll bid you farewell.